All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to the podcast with Tim and Scott.
Hello,
No girls today.
just the two of us.
It's a guy day.
So it'll actually be on track and make sense.
Yeah,
And there won't be
it
any
won't be
drive-through man.
McDonald's. No
Yeah.
random McDonald's guy. And since it's guy day, we're talking about guy movie. You wanna
Well,
give the
we were
guy?
talking about Mad Max, right?
Yeah, Mad Max.
And how it was
Our
such an amazing
opinions.
movie. It was brilliant.
And this is where we shift in opinions. Immediately, I thought we were gonna,
Really?
be
You
kind of
didn't
side
like
and side.
it?
Nope.
Why? What was wrong with it? I want to hear what was wrong with it.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with it. The hype behind it was what's wrong with it.
Oh, it was so good.
The explosions and the cinematography was amazing. It's just the
Yes.
story was like pieces of shit.
Yeah, the story was shit, but that's not why you went and saw Mad Max.
That's why I wanted to see Mad
No.
Max.
Well, did nobody tell you what it was like?
No,
Seriously? Well, then that's why you were disappointed.
all everyone
I
ever talked about was the explosions. I'm like,
I
okay,
know
they're
I
cool,
was
but
explained to it as it was a 2.5 hour car chase, and I was like, fucking sold.
that's what I thought it was too. But the car chase was even boring.
No, the car chase was great.
There
The
was
whole
this entire monolith of fucking like a convoy behind them this entire time that was never involved. It was always one car at a time.
extras.
It was like,
Well,
look at
what do
all
you?
of this awesomeness that's never ever used. It was really stupid. I
Well,
hated
what do
that.
you like? They can't just all attack at the same time. They'd get in each other's way.
That's what I wanted, though. I wanted them to get in each other's way.
No, because they're on the same team. You don't
But they're
get in your.
all fucking psychotic. The guys that
Yeah,
take the chrome.
they're still clearly coordinated.
No, it was stupid. Like, we're gonna send the boss in front, and he's gonna die, and it's like, okay, well, we're done.
I thought that movie was great.
Oh,
And
we should put
and
spoilers.
it had the
Spoilers.
guy from Warm Bodies in it, and he was awesome.
I liked him. I just wish he died the
Yeah,
first
and
time.
that whole Chrome thing was so unique, and I loved it. They were just like, I don't know.
I One moment I loved is when he like, okay, whatever, my Skype. What's it called? When he was like jumping off the big truck onto the trailer, and he
Yeah.
jumped on, and then he fucking fell off. Then you see the guy going fucking useless.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was pretty funny.
I laughed my ass off at that. There's like this big climactic thing, and he just fucks up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like he noticed me. He noticed me.
He looked at me,
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
but it's just really stupid though. Like, oh look, it's big chase. Yep, they're
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
gone half the movie.
I thought it was great. I
No,
thought it was great. It was lovely. What a lovely day.
the guitar guy, everyone talked about him. I'm like, okay, he's
Yeah.
cool.
That was so awesome. The dude playing the guitar the whole time just never stops.
I like the part where it's like they're going back to where the Citadel. It's undefended. I'm like, you fucking idiots.
Yeah, I also like how like after they defeated like it was just like they defeated him like halfway back. So then they just like skipped the rest of the drive. That was nice. Right at the end, I thought they were actually gonna like it was actually gonna take like them all the way back to defeat everybody. If that
And
makes
they
sense.
didn't. They
Yeah,
didn't. They
they
just drove
defeat.
up and said, he's dead. We're king now.
Yeah, with no proof. I don't
Oh, his
know. I
head.
guess they did have proof. They were in his car.
They had him on the hood.
Yeah. So yeah, I
I mean,
guess. I mean, to be fair, I did see this movie like 6 months ago,
it was just an explosion of like one car at a time.
and it was
That's it.
awesome. It was amazing. It
But it
was,
was
and
just
it was all practical. That was all
too.
practical effects.
I know that was the only
That
good
was
thing I got
sweet. The
about it.
only thing that was CGI was that storm. That was the
But
CGI part.
there was too much stopping and talking that was just pointless. There's a
Uh,
2 hour long movie with like a bunch of random dialogue that you don't care about.
yeah, I don't know. It was better than any of the other Mad Max movies.
I haven't seen them.
The first three are shit.
I'm told the first three were better.
No, they're way worse. It's got
I
Mel Gibson in it. I mean, that alone makes it worse.
like Mel Gibson.
You
Okay, we're
like,
completely opposite
hey,
people.
Mel Gibson, even as a like, even if you don't like him as a person, I don't. He still sucks as an actor.
I don't know.
You
Every
better
time I
not
think Mel
like Mel
Gibson, I
Gibson as
think
a person.
Highlander and Braveheart.
I don't know.
His
He's
early
just
career.
he's just not a great actor in my opinion. Like he was in what was he in what was that movie Expendables 3? And he was
Yeah,
like
he was a good
he was
villain.
like the worst part.
I liked him.
I don't know. I like the second Expendables. That was my favorite one with the
The
kid
third
with the bear
Expendables was
tail.
just 20 guys fucking killing anything in sight. That's all the movie was.
And there wasn't even an attempt at a plot either.
No, no, they didn't even try. It's just like, fuck it. No one wants to plot, just explosions of random
Yeah.
guys running in.
The first one was pretty good. I liked the first one. The
Yeah, the first one
second
at least tried to have a plot.
Yeah, the second one was all right. It had Arnold Schwarzenegger was way too much in that movie.
I'm back.
Yeah, like every time he showed up, he said some stupid one-liner.
That was funny. He's like, I'll be back.
Yeah,
And
then the Bruce Willis one where he's like, "I'll be back." He's like, "No, you've been back enough."
I laughed my ass off when he
Yeah,
said, my shoe is bigger than this car.
yeah, that was pretty funny. But yeah, and then like immediately after like Bruce Willis leaves and Arnold Schwarzenegger's like, "Yippee ki yay!" That was so dumb. Do
I
you
love
remember
the
that?
Chuck Norris cameo.
Oh yeah, the
After
Chuck
three
Norris.
agonizing days.
They even
The
made a
snake
Chuck
dying.
Norris joke, which was the worst part. And I'm saying worst in an endearing way. It was really cheesy, and I loved it. But yeah, we're just like, yeah, we like makes some like joke about like the snake biting him, and then he's like, after several and several days of intense pain, the snake died. That was pretty funny. You alright there, Tim?
Oh yeah, I was just reading a message I got. That movie was pretty fucking funny. Like I like when movies don't try to force a plot like Mad Max did. When they just go fuck it,
Uh,
explosions.
To be fair, Mad Max did just kind of say fuck it. That plot was just for the sake of because it has to have a plot.
It's like
Every movie has to have a plot. That's the
we're,
point of a movie.
we're going to the Greenland. Well, we passed the Greenland. It was that swamp. It's like, oh, we're going back. It's
Well, it's
like,
because they realized that the Greenland was the Citadel. Now,
but
like
it's
it used to be that swamp, but now it's that Citadel. And so they're
except
like, okay, let's go.
I wanted more to happen in that ravine. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
the
me
biker
too.
dudes.
Yeah,
There
that
was
was
not enough of that.
those biker dudes were pretty sweet.
It was just a lot of driving, and then just a lot of like, oh, we're
What?
looking at each other. Oh, we're shooting. Oh, look, we're
It's
driving
it's
again.
called Fury Road. You better
It
hope there's a lot of
was.
driving.
It was just one car at a time is what bugged me. It's just couldn't they all just swarm him? And what
And
the hell was in that trailer? Like it was hollow apparently
it was there was gas in it.
in the ass end of it. Yeah,
In that little tiny one, yeah.
the middle one was just fucking hollow, but apparently had water in it.
Yeah, so it
Even though
had
there was
water in
people
it.
hiding. There was people hiding in there though.
In like a probably like a secret compartment that she'd made.
I'm just
Because like
saying, like a lot of things weren't
the back one
explained.
was filled with gas, and the front one was filled with water. And in a wasteland where there's no water, you think you'd not want to destroy the water,
Even though they
right?
tried to.
Like that's no, they never tried to actually blow up the car.
Oh, you got a
They
point.
always tried to kill them and take them out.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, they were trying to save the water and stuff. Although, yeah, to be fair, they probably wasted way too much gas.
I was like, yeah, gas is important. You got 50 cars chasing for water.
Yeah.
And apparently you got an infinite amount of. So he was just after the girls, though. It's like, that's okay, understandable, but it's like, really? That's
Yeah,
it?
he needs his wives.
He needs his children or whatever.
He needs to make children. And for some reason they were all weird and deformed.
Yeah, he was perfect in every. That one brother was weird. He's like, my brother, and he was perfect in every way. And it's like, this is what we're watching instead of the chasing. This is their attempt at plots. This was just creepy and disturbing.
Yeah, hold on, pause the movie for a second. We must have some plot.
It's like, kill it. I don't know what they did to the baby. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with this movie?
Well, no, the
Then it goes
baby
to
was
the,
already dead. That's why
I know, but it's just,
yeah.
it goes from that to them talking while driving. It's like, that's a nice segue.
It'd
My
be funny if
favorite
one of
part,
them was
though,
on a Segway. Like a Fury Road version of a Segway. It's just like spikes on the wheels and it's got
that
guns
would
all
be
over it.
creative vehicles. That's what I wanted to see. It was not just these death machines. I wanted to see creative vehicles.
I don't know. Some of them were pretty creative.
Yeah. What was it? There was the Shit. The hell was it? Oh yeah, the Russian, the German guy who was like, "I'm blind. I would keep." Like, he was just shouting nonsense.
Yeah, and he's just like, what did he have, like two AK-47s or something?
Yeah, he's standing on the front just shooting
Yeah.
straight. Oh, that was my favorite when they're just sitting there and it's like in the distance there's like an explosion in the clouds and it's like,
Yeah, that was
is he
my
okay?
that was my favorite part where Mad Max was like, "Stay here, I'll be back."
He just
And
comes
then he
back with like ammo and
and he like walks
guns.
off, and there's like an explosion, and then he comes back with all the stuff they needed. That was
Was
my favorite part.
yeah, that reminds me of this guy off this Person of Interest. You ever watch that show?
No, I have never seen it.
Well, he's like that. He does that. It's like, I'll be right back. And all you see is like in the distance him walking to a bar and people flying out the windows and stuff. He just walks out without a scratch on him.
I like those moments in like TV shows and movies. The implied violence, especially when you've
implied,
already
oh my
seen what
God.
they can do.
I hated how he was feral at the beginning, though. He didn't talk. You know,
Who?
Max. When he never
Oh,
talked, he was just he's like, a
well,
fucking
it's because he had
beast.
that thing on his mouth. That's why he didn't say anything.
He
'Cause it
could
wouldn't.
speak.
Just
It wasn't a muzzle exactly. Maybe.
I think it
Maybe.
was because he didn't say anything till it came off. Like he
Yeah,
literally said nothing till it came off. So I think it might have been
yeah. I had a problem with the blood thing. I don't like
that.
blood.
Yeah, when the car that got wrecked in the storm, he was like swung around by this thing that was stabbed into him.
Yeah, and
Like,
then he
how
was
the
doing
fuck
blood
did you not die?
I had to skip the blood transplant part at the end. It's like I know what's going on. I hate that. Like I cringe every time I see
Yeah,
something
I
like that.
hate that too. That's gross. It's
Otherwise,
gross.
it's like Jeremy Johns.
Yeah.
It's a good time, alcohol required kind of thing.
it's a good,
It's a mindless explosion movie.
it's a
to
good
me.
time if you're drunk. Yeah, now it's a Fury Road. I don't know what he's
Yeah,
doing.
something like that. It's just it's not good if you want to go in sober with like
Yeah.
a date and watch out a movie. It's like, oh, explosions. Want to go get laid?
I don't know about you, but that's how most of my dates go.
It's like, do explosions turn you on yet? No. Oh,
Dang. Well, let's get laid
that's
anyways.
that's the rest of the movie.
Yeah. Get paid, get laid, Gatorade.
Okay.
That's
What would
sorry.
you?
That's one of the YouTubers I watch. That's like his one of his sayings.
Mm. So what would you rate it out of 10?
Oh, I don't know what I'd rate it out of 10, but I know what I'd rate it Jeremy John style. I would buy it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the alcohol required.
Yeah, no, I'd buy it on Blu-ray.
It's like
'Cause
one of
that
those
was
movies you
awesome.
put in the background while you're doing things, you know?
Yes, so you buy it on Blu-ray so you can watch it, or so you can have it on in the
I
background.
I'm glad I rented it and didn't pay the $25 for Blu-ray. I'm so fucking glad.
Um,
I spent
I went and saw it in the
$6.
theaters. I saw it on a Tuesday. I paid $5. Go see it.
Terminator, personally, I think Terminator was better.
No, no, you get
Yes.
out. You leave. You leave now. You were wrong. Terminator
It was
was
the
shit.
same kind of movie.
Terminator
Shitty plot,
was shit.
but its effects were better.
Yeah, you know what? Like, yeah, I agree they were the same type of movie, you know, action with no, like, very shitty plot. But you know what was better about Fury Road? It didn't show the good parts in the trailer.
That's the only bad thing I have to say about Genesis. Yeah, the trailer ruined everything.
Yeah, it's like, hey, there's this, and look, there's a T-1000, and then, oh, spoilers, by the way. Well, no, it's not really spoilers. You should watch this trailer and you'll see this. And then, what's his name?
John Connor.
Yeah, John Connor is a Terminator now. That was in the trailer.
Because somehow Skynet knows that John Connor's gonna survive, and we gotta kill
Yeah.
John
honestly
Connor
not-
in the present.
I'm honestly not. I'm honestly kind of surprised they didn't show the very like him killing John Connor in the trailer.
Yeah, I'm surprised too.
I wouldn't have put it past them.
You know what? Every time I ever saw a trailer, everyone's like, "Where the fuck is Matt Smith?" And Matt Smith, I'm like, "Yeah, they got a point. Is he a good guy or a bad guy?" Because in the trailers, they showed him like a good guy.
I
Not the
had-
trailers, like posters.
I had no
Named
idea
for
he
the
was even
guy.
in the movie.
Well, he was announced, but he was never shown.
Oh, I had no idea. Like literally no idea he was in the movie, right? And it gave that gave away that moment for me when I saw him, right? Like where like it's like going through a lineup of soldiers. It was like unnamed extra, unnamed extra, unnamed extra. Matt Smith. I was like, what the fuck? Like obviously he's important. And since he's looking really ominous, he's probably the bad guy.
I know. It was just like I was like sitting there like, oh, that's Matt Smith. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
He's just in like a second and he's gone. It's like, okay, cool. Bunch of flashbacks. It's like Matt Smith's like, it's not gonna be that easy, would it? It's like, oh, he's the bad guy.
Yeah,
I was really upset about that.
I called it like the second I saw him. I leaned over to the person I was seeing the movie with, and I was like, "It's like that's Matt Smith. He's probably the bad guy."
He doesn't play a good bad guy though. His
No,
voice
he
is
does not
menacing.
play a good bad guy at all. That was not a good bad guy.
I wish he was John Connor.
I wish he was the doctor.
Me
Like
too.
that's
I'm
honestly
upset.
that's what I was hoping that was gonna be it. Like he was just like it was like some stupid inside joke where it's like,
like,
he just
I'm just
happened
here
to
for
be
the
one
show.
of yeah, he was just
He's
there.
just in the background.
Yeah, because he'd like heard this was a pretty pivotal point in history, so he'd come back in time to see it.
Yeah, but no, he's like current day
I
Doctor
guess-
Who is going through the time frame that the Terminator is going.
Yeah,
through.
so I wish like it was like he was just standing there wearing a bow tie, and that was the last you saw of him. That would have been way better.
But no, like the poster art that they showed for all the characters, it made Matt Smith look like the good guy because he's holding a gun, shooting Terminators.
Well, I mean, he was pretending to be a good guy, I guess. They
I
must have
guess
cut a
that's-
scene or something.
It's probably like the extras. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
they
here's
must
a
have
bonus
cut a
scene of-
scene because he
He's probably
just
saving
shows
John
up.
Connor.
Yeah, he just shows up. It's like him, bam, he's the bad guy. Then you never see him again until the reveal that he's like Skynet.
He's not menacing though. Like he like it that artificial like 3D thing that
I
showed of
know.
him.
He's like yeah, especially since Doctor Who ruined my perception of him. He's never gonna be a bad guy now. He's the goofy idiot.
Exactly. Every time he talks, like you can't stop me. It's like your words exactly saying nothing's impossible. So,
Yeah,
I mean, you face impossible odds, so technically everything you're saying is contradicting yourself.
yeah,
It was just hard to think of him as a bad guy.
yeah. I know it was pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty tough.
The entire movie, though, is just yeah, it's the same as Mad Max with me. It was just mindless explosions. If you
Yeah.
focus too much, it'll hurt your head.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It was all right though. I mean, neither of them were bad. Like
No, not bad, but they weren't like
Yeah.
so good as everyone said.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I wouldn't what would you give what's the word I'm looking for? The Terminator, Jeremy John style.
Alcohol required kind of thing.
Alcohol required? Okay. I was gonna say T minus won't remember it in T minus 2 hours.
I remember it clearly.
I
Everything.
I forget most of the middle.
If it didn't have Schwarzenegger in it, then I'd say yeah, I don't like it. But like you can't have Terminator without Schwarzenegger, so
Yeah, well, they tried.
they tried really
You
hard.
saw how well that went.
It was good. He was
No, that was not a good one.
it explained why he was old at least. It made sense.
Yeah, still. I don't know.
I don't know, I liked him. He's like, we're trying to make him blend in with the people, and he smiles, and it's like, it's a work in progress. When he's trying to be human, he's got the teddy bear walking through.
Yeah.
I'm looking for information. You can't be here. Fucking throw some at the fucking screens.
Yeah, he was easily the best part of the movie. I'll give you that.
I'm looking for information, not from you though. Get out of my way.
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger is like the highlight of almost any Terminator movie, except of course, you know, the one we don't talk about.
Yeah.
You know which one I'm talking about.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Okay, good. Like everyone like says, you know, we don't count the third and fourth movies. Like the third one was part of the timeline, technically. The fourth one was just a try. Oh, we're gonna do it in the future now. It's like no.
Yeah,
That's
no, that
fuck
was
up.
bad. The only thing that made Terminator good was the fact that it was like messed with time travel. When you take that out and just make it just about the fight that was going on, makes it shit.
I know the fourth one made the Terminators look so fucking easy to kill,
Yeah, they made them look like foot soldiers.
and like they didn't even look like the America was destroyed. You know, like a desolate wasteland, like they did in every other movie.
Yeah, it was. There was
Well,
like
this
still
is
like
just
camps and
Nevada,
stuff.
like a gas station.
Yeah, it pretty much just looked like they were just at war. It wasn't like they just got fucking eliminated.
No, in the first like 24 hours, the entire planet was like cut down and like two-thirds of their
Yeah,
civilization
and
was
there's
killed.
all like that famous scene where the Terminator like steps on a bunch of skulls.
Yeah, you don't see skulls.
Yeah, like it
Like
was like they killed so many people they turned the floor into skulls. That should be
you
how
think
badly they beat them.
with all their machinery, they could fly over the entire planet over and over again
Yeah.
and never stop. But you know,
Yeah.
you don't see them very often. You just see their planes once in a while.
Uh-huh.
Like there was no big gunfight like you see in like the oh this is what the future looks like. We're going back to the past though. You know
Back
how
to
they
the
always showed up.
Future.
How they always show like an army of like people versus these Terminators. Like
Yeah.
you never fucking saw that.
Yeah.
We didn't even see that in fucking Genesis. It was just too cheap. We're cutting off track.
Yeah, whatever. This is who cares? It's a podcast. You talk about whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, well, we got to keep it interesting, right?
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to some of the movies that are coming out soon.
Dude, I don't even know what movies are coming out. Krampus.
Um, what?
Krampus.
Krampus?
Krampus.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Krampus, but I think it's pronounced Krampus.
Yeah, like the accent, like Krampus or something
Yeah,
like that.
that looks
Like,
awesome. I want to see that.
I can't tell if it's gonna be a horror movie or a comedy.
It's
horror.
both.
Like, I don't know if I should start laughing or going, "Oh gosh,
The,
that's gonna happen."
the
You know what I mean?
first half is gonna be like funny as shit, and the second half will be scary as shit. That's what I predict.
Uh, yeah, I guess so. I love the parts like we got no food. There's plenty of leftovers. Here it is.
Yeah, beer it is. That
Like you
was
got
pretty
nothing
good.
but comedy actors.
Yeah, so like I think the first half's gonna be really funny, and the second half is gonna be like at least attempt to be really scary. That's my guess.
The trailer wasn't scary whatsoever.
No, well, yeah, I don't know. Let's hope
Everyone
it's
was talking
good.
about what else is coming out later?
Star Wars.
I'm iffy on
Like,
that.
I'm calling Star Wars awesome-tacular already. I'm calling it right now. If Jeremy Johns calls it awesome-tacular, I bet
It's
he
just
will.
I'm not going in with high expectations. I never liked Star Wars.
Star Wars was my childhood.
Mine wasn't.
Yeah,
Like
mine.
everyone hates the new trilogy, and I was like, I like the new trilogy. So clearly, I don't know Star Wars.
To be fair, I'm like a huge Star Wars fan, and I kind of like the new trilogy too. I mean,
Like I like Jar Jar Binks. He wasn't annoying. Like I don't get that.
I'm not gonna go that far.
I
I
don't
like
like. I liked it.
I liked the clones. The clones were my favorite character. That's why I like the original trilogy. Is the second movie. I like the clone troopers. They're my favorite character, which sounds stupid, but
There's so much conspiracy about the clone troopers. Like it's
I
unbelievable.
know, and I like that's what I like about it. And my favorite game for the original Xbox was Star Wars Republic Commando, which was about clone troopers.
There was this Dreamcast Star Wars game where you played as like Jedi.
Probably Jedi
I forgot.
Outcast,
Probably.
maybe,
I don't know. You played as like
or Jedi Academy, one of those two.
no, you played as Mace Windu and all that, and
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Wait, for the
I'm actually looking forward to
Dreamcast?
Battlefront. Yeah, it was a Dreamcast
No,
game.
couldn't have been for the Dreamcast.
It had to be. I remember it
Episode
clearly.
1 came out in like 2002, and
And mine was maybe PlayStation.
and the N64 had been out for like 5 years at that point. And the Dreamcast was before the N64.
I don't know. My childhood is so fuzzy.
Might have been the PlayStation.
My childhood, you know what it was?
What?
Fucking Stargate.
Oh my god.
I'm not even joking. I watched that since birth, I think.
Jesus.
And computer games and strategy games, and I don't remember what my childhood was about. Friends.
Man.
A lot of
N64
friends.
all the way. My childhood, up until the point that the original Xbox came out, consists of nothing but N64. Like Smash Bros, Mario Kart.
I missed out on those.
Oh, the original Super
Played
Smash
Ocarina
Bros.
of Time.
I never played. I only played Ocarina of Time when it came out on the 3DS.
Oh, I fucked up on the Ocarina of Time somehow.
What did you do?
The water temple.
Wait, how did you mess up the water temple?
I don't know. I think I did the puzzle wrong and it glitched out where it wouldn't let me fix it.
Leave
If
and
you're
come back.
underwater. No, I tried that. Every time I came back, it wouldn't let me move the certain thing.
Huh. Weird.
So I was just like, yay, 6 hours of gameplay, and I have to like, I'm like 6 years old at this point.
Yeah.
I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah, I
I
have
don't.
Majora's Mask, but I never beat it.
I never played it.
Majora's Mask is like I I that has like it's weird to say like I know that it's not the greatest game ever, but in my like to me it's one of the greatest games ever and I've never beaten it. Like I've never beaten it. I've never even like I have the one for the 3DS now and I'm further than the one I got in the N64 version. Yeah, like well it's cuz as a kid, right? I like because there's a time limit on the game, right? You know, you only have 3 days.
I didn't know that.
Oh, it's like the entire premise is the moon is falling to Earth, and you have 3 days to stop it, right? And but the game is literally impossible to beat in that time. The whole thing is you have to get your Ocarina and play the Song of Time to go back to the beginning of the 3 days. Like that's the entire premise of the game. But at the beginning of the game, you lose your Ocarina, like somebody steals it, and you have to get it back in the first 3 days. And I could never figure out how to do it. As a kid, like as like a 9-year old kid, had no idea how to like get this Ocarina and save myself. So I never got past that point. I'm actually thinking of doing a let's play of it
Oh,
because I can record N64 games. So I think I'll do
yeah.
like a longer like upload like I don't know like 30-minute 1 hour episode something like that. Would you?
Um, go for it. I'm not gonna stop you.
Wow, that sounded enthusiastic.
I almost choked on my cheesies, guy.
Well, yeah,
Shut
so
up.
I think that's what I want to do that as like a longer thing. I have a lot of smaller stuff in mind.
Nothing is too small.
Well,
Except,
like single episode type things.
I was gonna say, except when a girl looks at you and says it's small, then it's too small.
Then it's too small. If she says it, she may be thinking it.
If she
But
says it, she might be thinking it. Oh, her dirt.
no, I'm saying like she might think it, and not say it. But if she says it, that means it's really small. You should be looking at those like Swedish pumps.
Swedish pumps.
Yeah, like have you seen Austin Powers?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the
it's not
one.
mine.
Yeah,
It's definitely not mine.
yeah, it's a Swedish penis enlargement pump. I love how it just has like the Swedish flag on it. Like products actually do that.
I think it's because it was like the 1980s when he owned it technically.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they did a bunch of shit back there for promotions.
What
Ah,
what do you have planned? You have any ideas for things you're gonna do?
finish Alien Isolation. For the love
Yes,
of
yeah.
God, I
Do
gotta
some
stop
more of
playing the
those.
game.
Do more of those reaction compilations because that first one was really funny.
But I want to beat the game and play it.
No, but I mean like you beat the game, but then do more of those.
Yeah, I guess I could.
Because like how did you do the text? Did you just do it by hand?
What?
Like didn't you have like subtitles at some of the parts?
Yeah.
Yeah, how did you do that? Like did you just write them all out and like with titles? Or do you have like a
Yes.
program that did that?
Literally in Sony Vegas, you can add text and put it wherever I want, however I want.
Oh, I can do that too, but like I could do that too, but I thought there's like a subtitle thing you could do.
Nope.
Oh, darn.
You can make subtitles if you like add a file or something.
But yeah, like
Really?
cuz like how Markiplier does those things. Like
Yeah.
that
So
must
yeah.
take forever
Oh yeah, it
to
must.
do like every single like thing. Cuz he talks
But
really fast.
he has the advantage of I've been doing this for years and I have all the time in the world. You know.
But still, the first video he made that got him popular was that Amnesia Dark Descent horror reaction compilation.
I think like yeah, he did like 7 of them.
That was, but like the first one was the thing that blew up on Reddit. Was that?
Oh yeah, it's not hard to do. It just takes time and patience.
I know it takes forever, and I don't have that kind of time.
Well, you see what Markiplier has? He has what's it called? Motivation.
Oh yeah, and motivation.
We're just gamers. We're lazy as motherfuckers.
Yeah.
He went to go be an engineer. He had the motivation to do something. We're
Oh
working
yeah.
at fucking minimum wage jobs. We don't give a shit. I think
Truer
if we were going to
words.
college, if we would have some sort of motivation inside of us to actually do something. But we don't
Yeah,
really
I
do
tried going to
motherfuckers.
college.
I tried finishing high school, okay? I don't care about anything, apparently.
But did you not finish high school?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay. Wow, that learned something new about you every day.
I thought I told this to everyone already.
No,
Yeah.
I've never heard this.
I just one day stopped caring.
So
Don't know what happened. I
I
just
did that like a decade ago.
you were what,
I
20,
was
10?
no, I was 11. I was 11 and I was like, fuck it.
It was like I'm almost done high school, but it was like I got really frustrated because my teacher went, or my principal, or
Yeah,
whatever you call the guy who does your class coordinations.
yeah,
I got really pissed off when he like wouldn't let me drop physics. Like I don't need it. I
yeah,
don't care about it. I just want to do it because it was just I had a free spare.
yeah,
He's like I need to drop physics. I'll just tough it out. I was like okay fine, I'll tough it out. A week later, I'm like I don't want to do it anymore. Let me drop it because it's easy stuff, right? It's just
yeah, yeah,
I hated the class because the people were just and the teachers were idiots.
yeah.
It's just I hated the people. And he's like, I'll just tough it out again. I'm like, no, I want to drop it. He's like, oh, we'll do it. We'll come back in a week and we'll do it again. We'll talk about it again. It's like, I want to drop it. I don't want to go to the class anymore. And I stopped going to the class. He pulled me on the thing like, why don't you go to class anymore? And I was like, I've been trying to tell you I don't want to anymore.
Wow.
And they got mad at me and then they fucking had talks with me. And it's like, okay, I'm done with school. I dropped out.
Uh, that
Maybe just
sucks.
because I went to a bad school. But
My school was like the exact opposite. You could drop a class with like drop of a hat. You could accidentally drop a class. Like seriously, like if people were like if you were our school had this whole like nobody's failed in forever kind of thing. It's because if you were failing a class, they would give you like a booklet with like 6 questions in it that were like, "What's 2 plus 2?" And if you get them all right, they're like, "Yay! Here's a bonus 60% to your grade," and you'd get like a B.
that's, yeah, we had that
It
once in
was
our class.
fucking
Like,
bullshit for the people who actually were trying. The people who would not even show up would sometimes get higher marks than people that worked their ass off because they didn't
yeah.
qualify for the bonus 30% booklet thing. It's fucking
We
stupid.
we had this test in LA once. It's like, you know what, 85% of you are like less than 70%, and like 20% of you are less than 50.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a test where no one can fail.
Oh my god. How
And I'm
does that
sitting here with
even
like a
work?
76, like I worked my ass off for this, and it's like I went up to 79, everyone else went up 50, 60%.
Wow.
It was really frustrating.
Yeah,
That's like
that's
that was my school right there. Like it was just
yeah.
like we have to keep money coming to the school so no one
Yeah.
can fail
But
anymore.
what's funny is if you didn't do that booklet at my school, they would just make you drop the class.
Mhm.
So then technically you didn't fail because you dropped out.
Every year my social teacher had this question. It's like, okay, what is it we learned this year? No one had the answer to it because it wasn't good enough for him. And it's like, get out of my class. And he, for the last like 2 months of school, he wouldn't let anyone in his class because they didn't answer the question. Like it was just reviews for like finals, right?
Wow.
He didn't let anyone in the class. He's like, no, you don't know what we've been learning, so I'm not going to bother trying anymore.
What a
And it was like,
douche. What a
well,
douche canoe.
I tried to like, like understand what his question was because it's like, well, our topic was imperialism. He's like, yeah, what did you learn about it? It's like,
It's like,
a lot of shit.
do you want me to list everything? Like, what do you want from me?
And like I tried really hard to like, I was like I went through, I was like trying to go through like understand his question. I went back to him every time he's like kept getting more mad at me. It's like you don't understand. It's like at least I'm trying. Give me a fucking help here. You're the fucking
Yeah.
teacher.
Throw me a fucking bone, Jesus.
Throw me a freaking bone. Dr. Evil.
Alright, well, I think that's a good place to end it.
Oh, we're still doing the I thought we were just talking at this point.
Well, we hadn't ended the podcast yet.
I did. In my head we did. For some
Okay.
reason.
Did you want me to cut it earlier somewhere?
Dude, I don't give a shit. This could be an hour long and I don't care. If
Alright,
someone
well,
watches it,
it's been
or
like
that.
30 minutes, so let's just call it here.
So that's the podcast. We went from talking about Mad Max to I'm a failure.
Well, don't worry. I didn't last very long in high schools, or not high school, university.
You
So,
got to university though, so
yeah,
yay.
well, university sucks, and it's stupid. That's all I have to say. Goodbye.
Peace out.
Bye.